Salutations everyone, it's Willingness to 40. Last time on Octopath. Holy crap, that was dense. If you didn't watch it, I don't think I'm gonna recap it. So go watch it, because it was good. My gosh, that was... You know what, you should have watched it, so by this point I'm just gonna go into it. 3, 2, 1. It's a little weird that I would be going over the changes, like the things that happened in the last episode and the next episode, but you know, I feel like it'd ruin the moment and the intensity of all that happened last episode if immediately after you just listen to this dude go and blab on about what he thinks about it immediately after it happening. I mean, like, what am I, a reaction video maker? In a way, is that what this entire series is? Gosh, I don't want my opinion of my Let's Play of this game to fall that drastically. So last time, we all know what happened, man. Cyrus passed. And by Cyrus, I mean Primrose passed that 5,000 JP point. Now she can finally get Eber's Reckoning. Oh yeah, baby. She is the second character to have 2 divine skills. After Therion, who is hoarding JP like a freaking dragon. Hoards gold. Wow, okay. Anyway, I gotta be honest, in the last episode when Simeon was going to... Like, he was talking and he was there in the corner, I was just like, I was gonna joke about, oh, he's the real villain and he's been behind it all, when Primrose was asking him what he was doing there. And then he straight up goes and stabs her and reveals that he's the villain and he was behind it all, and I was like, crap, I'm glad I didn't say that. Dang, man. That was crazy. Never thought things would get so bad around here. The nobles have a tighter grip on their purse strings than ever. Criminals are the only ones making any money out here. Out there. Hate seeing what the world's become. Question for you, kind sir. Would you consider one to be a criminal if one pays one's bills by going out and murdering tons of animals? I feel like it's a bit of a gray area. Now, I'm not asking if we're criminals, because, I mean, let's be real, I'm literally just picking stuff off of everyone in the tavern right now. It's gotten to the point where I just steal so much in this game, it's not even worth me mentioning it. I just do it while saying something completely unrelated, and... Primrose, if you're gonna allure someone, at least use your charms to the full effect so that they work or something. Come on. You gotta get your act in gear, Primrose. What happened? You used to get men all the time. Like, you used to just, like, sneeze, and then they'd be like, that was such a cute sneeze, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. And then it's just like, boom, done. But, you know, ever since you left stinking... Sunshade, everything's just gone to crap, and people, you know, they have wives or girlfriends, or they're really, or, you know, I guess they're just, or they're just really in check of their sex drives, or whatever, I don't know what it is. But man, do people in Sunshade have a serious problem with, like, attractive women compared to everywhere else. Anyway, so we got Elfin, Honnet, Olbrick. I just figured, you know, they're like the lowest level people, and well, I guess nearly 5 minutes into the video I could be like, this time we're going over to Honnet's Chapter 3. And by Haunted, I mean Cyrus. And I booted him out of the party, and I screwed this all up. I'm tired. Anyway, Cyrus is back. Woo! Dang, I like Ulbrich and Alphen, but that one time when I had Cyrus, Ophelia, and Tressa... I guess it was Primrose, Ophelia, and Tressa. That party was freaking awesome. I missed that so bad. Tressa dealing over 24,000 damage to a pair of bosses in a single turn was just downright insane. Mineway, though. Cyrus, buddy, old pal, how is it going? I booted you out of the party for like a minute, max, and you're already back. Now, I'm not gonna waste everyone's time. We gotta get over to Cyrus's story, because I'm excited too. You're excited. If you're thinking, I'm not really that excited, Willingness 240, well, I just decided that you're excited. Jeez, I sound like someone's... sound like a bossy girlfriend. The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Cyrus used his powers of deduction to get to the bottom of a series of kidnappings perpetrated by the depraved scholar Gideon, who was harvesting the villagers' blood for its dark research. It was in Gideon's sickening laboratory that Cyrus discovered it. A translated copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell. Through the history of the dark arts... gosh freaking dang! Though the history of the dark arts intrigued him, he could not sit idly by while his peers used the knowledge for evil. And so Cyrus came to Stonegard, where the tome was bound. Would he find answers here, or only more dreadful questions? Stonegard at last. A sprawling city if I ever saw one. Talk about searching for a needle in a haystack.
Now then.
First I should review where we stand. The story so far. Like as not, the translated copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell was produced by a bookmaker in this town. But where to begin my search? Logically speaking, it would make the most sense to begin at the source. Which means head straight for... the bindery, of course. Where else?
Very well.
Let the investigation begin. I couldn't but help but notice the sheer quantity of black-hooded men on the continent of Orstera. Bit of a problem. Nah, that can't be it. They're just contributed to the economy. Take care, scholar. You know, I feel it now too. The unmistakable sense of being watched. For my part, the feeling was faint at first. Then came and went. But it grows stronger with every step we take. Undoubtedly, your instincts are sharper than mine. How did you acquire them, I wonder? I cannot say. It is something I learned on the battlefield. By what means, I do not rightfully know. Oh, I was hoping there was some easy trick to it. It is easy enough, if you are willing to fight as many battles as I have. I think easy here means something different to you and me. Fair enough. Even a scholar such as yourself cannot know everything there is to know of this world. There we go. A cleared throat is a cleared mind. Let's see now. Sold a book of my making to Dominic, a translator. His home lies on the east side of town. Most intriguing. Well now, it would seem I owe this Dominic fellow a visit. I should be able to find him in the workshop just east of here. Do it, do it, do it. I'm used to wanting to, like, guide people, or allure them. So this is weird for me.
Excuse me.
Beg pardon. Is this the residence of...
My apologies.
I don't know who you are, but I'm not in the mood for company.
A moment of your time.
If you could just spare a moment, kind sir, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Be gone with you.
Said I wish to see no one. Leave me at once. It's like me when I'm trying to eat healthy and the Girl Scouts come to my door with those stinking Thin Mints. He seems like a stubborn one. I'll have to find another way. Pray forgive the intrusion. A good day to you, sir. Proceeds to break through the window. It might behoove me to find out a bit more about our friend Dominic.
Well,
So you were refused. Indeed. It would appear we have no one to rely on but ourselves. This Dominic fellow. Stubborn coot, wouldn't you say? A type regrettably common in the world of philosophy and science. So you're going to find out more about him? Certainly. If I can do that, I might find a means by which to make him listen to me. I shall start by talking to his colleagues and other associates. Good luck. Those bookish types are battier than the carry-on caves. Myself included? Dang. Dominic went and shut himself off from the world after his only daughter succumbed to sickness 15 years ago. That's sad. On a happier note, your hair's looking mighty fine for you being 68 years old, lady. Maybe it's Maybelline. Anyway. Dominic had a translation commission. He thought it would earn him a fortune. Still rues the day he said yes to it, poor lad. Oh. At least he has a heart? Oh yeah, let's scrutinize him. A hidden item. Sweet! Oh wait, it shows up on the mini-map? Don't tell me he's been doing that this entire game. No. No. Gosh, why is a hidden item in here? Don't tell me. Wait, does Olberg have to be level 40 or something? Fair enough. Gosh, dang it, we find it. You found out a hidden item. It's right past that guy. You just see this freaking ripped dude who could stink in pile drive Dwayne Johnson with his pinky. Sold some medicine to Dominic about 15 years ago, I think. Was in a spot of bother, as I recall, financially speaking, so I gave him a discount. Wow, you sold him at 16.
Very well.
That should do it. I dare say Dominic will be more talkative this time. Dominic, I know your history! Come out with your hands where I can see them.
Excuse me.
Beg pardon, Master Dominic. I'm Cyrus, the scholar who called upon you earlier. You again? I already told you I don't want to see you.
But of course!
Yes, if my reasoning is correct, this is undoubtedly why Dominic has cut off all contact with the outside world. I do not mean to open old wounds, friend. But I have heard that you lost your dear daughter to illness some 15 years ago.
Thusly,
Since then, you have secluded yourself and cut off all contact with the outside world. In order to procure the elixirs that might save your daughter, you needed coin, quickly and in large quantities. And so you accepted an unusual task,
yes.
to wit, producing a translation of From the Far Reaches of Hell. Who told you this?
Now then,
The book that you translated is now in my possession. Clearly you are a scholar of great knowledge and wisdom. You took care to omit the most horrific passages, doubtless because you recognized the danger they posed. As an academic, I will not stand idly by as knowledge is used for the purpose of evil. And so I ask you, who commissioned this translation from you? Come inside.
many thanks.
Thank you, friend.
Listen.
Ah, but where should I even begin?
In truth,
15 years ago, a man came here to me with a request he said was of dire import. Strangely, I cannot recall his name. He was a scholar, and from his words one could tell his mind was as sharp as a blade. But what I remember more than anything were his eyes, which turned blood red with a zeal for knowledge that bordered on obsession.
What in the...
Red eyes? Could it be? No. Perish the thought.
after that,
They say in recent years he accepted a prestigious position at the Royal Academy in Atlasdam.
It couldn't be.
Good gods. Headmaster Yvonne?
yes. Ah, yes.
Ah, yes. It's all coming back to me now. Yvonne was his name.
In truth,
He came to me, a mighty and venerable tome in hand. That tome was From the Far Reaches of Hell. I did not have to think twice,
Is that so?
knowing full well the danger posed by the forbidden knowledge within.
yes.
Yes, I was not blind to the risk. And yet, what choice did I have? The medicines my daughter required cost a veritable fortune, and I'm but a humble scholar. So you followed Yvonne's instructions to the letter.
Yes.
Yes, I translated that dreadful tome. All the while fearing for my life what horrors might come to pass if the knowledge fell into the wrong hands. In the end, even the rarest of elixirs could not save my poor girl. Looking back, I believe this was divine punishment for my sins. Headmaster Yvonne. Whatever was the man thinking? You say the book is in your possession. I beg of you, promise me.
Leave it to me.
I will see that it is never again used to bring pain and suffering. You have my word. The pain and guilt you bear is surely beyond my understanding, but I hope this will bring you even a small measure of solace. Rest your heart easy, friend, as best you can.
You have my thanks.
Cyrus, was it? You have my thanks.
Come now.
Well, are you going to keep hiding in the shadows, or shall we end this charade? So you were wise to my presence.
Just so.
I knew I was being followed, yes. Fancy meeting you outside the academy. You're the headmaster's assistant, Miss
Call me Lucia.
Lucia.
Greetings.
A pleasure. And why have you followed me here, Miss Lucia?
I apologize.
Forgive me, Professor Albright. I meant no offense. I overheard that you were investigating the whereabouts of a certain tome. A tome by the name of From the Far Reaches of Hell. Is this correct? And what if it is?
In truth,
What I am about to say, I ask that you keep in the utmost confidence. I have reason to believe Headmaster Yvonne is plotting something unsavory involving the selfsame tome.
Why, I'll be...
So the thief who stole the book from the archives was
yes.
the headmaster himself. Of this, I'm all but certain. The headmaster's assistant I may be, but first and foremost I am a scholar in my own right. I will not stand to see my profession's good name sullied by one who would use knowledge in the name of evil. This is why.
Indeed.
You came here seeking my aid.
Correct.
Yes, my intuition as an academic tells me you are a man to be trusted. As you may be aware, Headmaster Yvonne hails from Stonegard himself.
Yes.
Yes, I was planning to investigate that very matter after I was done here. The house in which he was born still stands. Yet, there are ominous rumors about the place. I have ascertained its location, but I'm hesitant to investigate further on my own. And so I ask Professor Albright, pray lend me your aid.
I see.
I see. Before I promise anything, I would see the house with my own eyes.
Correct.
I understand completely. You will find it on the north side of town.
Shall we begin?
Very well. Let us pay it a visit straight away. As for whether or not I can cooperate, I will give you my answer there. Is this acceptable?
Thank you.
But of course. Thank you, Professor. I will go on ahead and meet you there. Oh, I believe you, pal. I believe you.
Let us fight with honor.
I'm sorry, man.
Now then,
Holbrook's blood. That was a lot of cutscene, and Ulbrich needs to sate his bloodlust somehow.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Thanks for the plum. I appreciate it. I should keep Ulbrich back for a little while. Now he can stop growling at me. This is where Headmaster Yvonne was born and raised. According to the neighbors, it has lain abandoned for some 20 years now.
Is that so?
Ominous indeed. Well, shall we let ourselves in? What the...
Oh! Where? What is this place?
Ah, Professor Albright. I apologize for this little ruse.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere. So, we meet again, Headmaster Yvonne.
When I heard you were looking into from the far reaches of hell, I knew your search would lead you here. And sure enough, you didn't disappoint me. Your mind is every bit as sharp as I thought it was.
You sent Lucia to keep an eye on me.
What a shame, my dear boy. A thirst for knowledge like yours would be such a terrible thing to waste. So, what do you say? Apprentice yourself to me, and I will overlook your little trespasses.
How kind of you. I refuse. I am, shall we say, philosophically opposed to your stance on knowledge. I believe that knowledge should be shared, not hoarded for one's personal gain.
I thought you'd say as much. Most unfortunate, Cyrus. Most unfortunate. As you know, this is my house, and I don't get many callers these days. A smart man like you knows what this means, yes? When you starve to death here, no one will be the wiser.
If you think I'll give up without a fight, you don't know me nearly well enough.
What have we here?
Climbing my way out doesn't seem to be an option.
Now then!
Now, how do I get myself out of this predicament? Where's a treasure chest? That's a great sign. I mean, you can throw me in a pit and keep me there forever, but as long as you give me treasure, I'm good. Unless there's just a bone inside, well, screw you too, guy.
Professor?
Professor Albright? That voice. Could it be?
Are you okay?
Hold on, Professor. I'll lower a rope. There you go. Climb on up. Oh, Professor. I'm so glad you're safe. Therese. Did you come all the way from Atlastan? But why?
Actually,
I knew you were in danger, so I came to warn you. That's quite enough, young lady.
Therese!
I knew Cyrus would come, but you have pluck for a girl your
You
age.
think you can get away with this?
Yvonne, let her go at once. It is clear hostage negotiation never factored into your scholarly pursuits. Mark my words, Cyrus. Stop meddling in my research, or the girl's life is forfeit. Wait!
Son of a...
I won't let him get away with this. I don't care who you are, kidnapping and holding someone hostage ain't right. Alfred, my friend, I oft find you overly hot-headed and temperamental. But on this issue, I stand in complete agreement. Why, no man who pretends to integrity and virtuousness can let such wrongdoing go unpunished. Shucks, Professor. Never seen you get so hot under the collar before. I assure you I am quite calm, and my sub-collar temperature remains tepid. Alright, if you say so. Either way, let's get going. Indeed, Alpha, we must make haste. And so, next time on Octopath Traveler, we make haste. See you guys then.